Hi, good day. I'm here again to demonstrate setting up our Windows 2008 machine to be a DNS server. And we're going to install Active Directory as well. So to start the Active Directory Domain Services Installation Wizard, you simply go in the start line and type in DC promo. DC is for domain controller and the promo is for promotion. And you hit enter. And you see the Welcome to Active Directory Domain Services Installation Wizard comes up. Right. So you click next here. Windows Server 2000 Domain Controller and 7 new more secure default, blah blah blah. You can give it a read. You can give it a read. Right, here we come into the phase where we'll have to create a new domain in a new forest. Right, because we're not joining another domain. If we would have been in an existing forest, right? So we click on create a new domain in a new forest. And here we have to give some thought into this. We're creating our domain name. We want something really simple, right? So it'll be easier for configuration. So you can use a .com, or it'll be better you can use a .local. Using .local, it'll be easier for configuration in DNS later on when everything is set up and when you need to set up, right? So we'll put something like test.local because it's just a test network I'm setting up here. And click next. I'm just checking to see if our forest that within that name already exists. You see it's verifying the NetBIOS name. Right. So here we have the forest functional level. And seeing that this is the only server that we'll have on the network, we can leave it at Windows Server 2008, right? Because we're not going to set up any other servers on the network. Right, so you click next. Right, so leave it as default here, you hit next again. Right, so here we get the prompt message prompting you that basically you'll need a static IP address, right? Yes, the computer will use a dynamically assigned IP address. It's not recommended, so it's basically supposed to have a static IP address. So you can just click I will assign a static IP to all physical network adapter. So to do that, you can just go in Network and Sharing Center, Manage Network Connections, you right click, Properties, and it's IP version 4, Properties, use the following IP address. You can just put like 192.168.1, subnet mask being 255.255.255.0, and the loopback address 127.0.0.1. Right, hit OK, close, and here we have a static IP address. Alright, so after setting our static IP, you just hit next here, and this is just Windows. Here you can just click on yes, you want to continue. We're just making DNS part of Active Directory here, and we can leave everything here as default. Click next again, and here we would have to put in the password for our domain controller, right? Basically you should include special characters and stuff in the password because we want it to be very secure. Alright. Hit next. And we can see the forest functional level, Windows Server 2008. Right, the NetBIOS name of the domain is test, as you can see, and you just hit next here, and now it's actually making the server DNS server. Alright, so I'll pause the video until this is done because it will take some time, definitely. Alright, here we see that we are actually finished with the installation process. Alright, so you just click on finish here, and it asks to restart the server, and after it's restarted we have a full domain controller here with Active Directory as well. So we'll just restart now, and you can tune in to my other videos I'll be creating